Hello and welcome. My name is Julia and today I decided to share with you my experience with Philodendron Hederaceum. I actually have two varieties of this plant. I have it for almost a year now and I have some experience by now with them, so just bear in mind this will be just my experience based on my environment and my space. So I don't want you to listen my advices and kill your plant. This is just for my space and what works for me, so just keep that in mind. And I have this heart leaf, the basic one, and this beautiful Brazil variety, and I bought them, like I said, a year ago, somewhere in the spring I think, and I bought them same day in the same store. It was actually in a basic grocery shop. They never got these plants before, so when I saw them I had to buy them both, and they were really cheap, so yeah, I decided to try them. And I didn't actually wait for them to acclimate to my space. I repotted them as soon as I brought them home, just because the roots were poking out from the holes on the bottom. So I decided that it's a time, and I gave them bigger pots and fresh soil. I planted them in just basic potting mix mixed with a little bit of perlite, maybe 30% of perlite. I eyeballed this as always, I never measure anything, and I think they are really happy. I have my philodendrons on maybe 1.5 meters from the west facing window, so I think that works for them very well because they are growing extremely fast. Even all through the winter they gave me new leaf maybe every week, I think, maybe even more than that. And yeah, they are really surprised me how prolific growers they are, and I'm really excited to have them. I will try some other varieties maybe in the time and we will see. So about watering, I water them from the bottom, and I do that maybe once a week. So I just put them in pot with water and wait for them to get as much water as they need, and then put them back on the shelf and they're happy. About fertilizer, I actually use basic indoor plant fertilizer, and I was doing that over the winter also, just because I noticed they are growing even though it was winter, so I thought maybe they need some nutrients. And yeah, I didn't notice any damage on the leaves or anything, so I continued to do that. I gave them fertilizer maybe every 3 or 4 weeks over the winter, and now since it's spring almost, I will give them fertilizer maybe every week, just because they are so fast growers and I think that they need more energy. So I will show you now what happened in the last year with these ones. I had just 4 cuttings in this pot, and they were just little cuttings like this one. They didn't trail or anything still. So over last year, look at this. I actually have all these huge vines, and I already propagated some of those. And about propagation, they actually is really easy to propagate. You actually just, if you don't know that already, I always think that everyone that are interested in plants know that, because there are so many videos about this online, so I always assume that we all know everything about everything already. And yeah, you just cut wherever you want between the nodes, and you just have to be mindful about these little points. This I don't know how this is called scientifically, but you have to cut between the nodes, and you just put these parts in water, and in a week or two you will have roots, and you can plant those in different pot and create a new plant for you. I actually used all of my cuttings to shove them back in this pot, and because I wanted to have more fuller pot, I will do that again, because I'm still not satisfied how bushy this is. I want it more fuller, so I will do it soon again, because I have all these beautiful long vines and I have material to work on. I done that actually for my Brazil also. I noticed that Brazil, for me at least, grows much bushier than this basic heart leaf, and I don't know why is that. I have also some huge long vines on Brazil as well, and I propagated him. I just cut one branch, I think, until now, but I will do it again, although I'm really pleased the way he looks already, but I will do it anyway, because I don't want it to get too long, so I really want just these top parts to be more bushier, and that's more important to me than the length of the plant. And yeah, I don't know what else could I say about them. I think they are really easygoing, same as photos, and I actually have them on the same shelf, and they are growing in the same way and in the same speed, so they have same care from me, and I'm really satisfied the way this plant is doing for now. So yeah, I hope I will find some other varieties, and I will definitely try them as soon as I get them, because this is really easy going. I hope all the philodendrons are like that. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope maybe you will try this plant, just because it's really not expensive. I think it's not expensive all over the world, so it's really good for beginners in that way, and you will stay on a budget in the same way. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.